Next up, we are talking about nutrition. So as I said in the welcome video, it is so important. It is going to be a crucial part of your journey and probably what most people struggle with when they get started on their health and fitness journey. What I want to tell you is it may be so tempting for you to jump right into this and to try to stick to your meal plan 110%. And then when you do that and you fall off track or you just get started and it's a challenge, I want you to know that you haven't failed. You need to look at this as if you have been eating one way for so long and now you're changing your lifestyle and you're implementing healthy, positive choices, and it's going to take time. So I don't want you to be so hard on yourself. Maybe your journey when you start out looks like implementing maybe more veggies and drinking more water and slowly making those changes. I just want you to know whatever changes you're making, as long as they're positive, you are on the right track. So maybe you are somebody that jumps into this 110% all in, sticks to the meal plan, and you're good to go. Or maybe you're somebody that needs to make smaller changes along the way. No matter what person you are, there's no right or wrong way. We're all here for the right reasons, and everybody's journey is going to look different. So we have people in here, you're either following a Beachbody On Demand nutritional program, likely, or you are following the 2B Mindset nutritional plan. So we do have two very different nutritional programs. The 2B Mindset program, you need to go through and you need to watch all of the dietitian's videos. You're going to have your tracker. You're going to be tracking your foods. You're going to find out what foods are inflammatory for your body, what foods allow you to lose weight, what foods allow you to gain weight, and you are going to develop a really healthy relationship with that scale, and you're going to learn that it doesn't need to be complicated. And if you're doing the 2B Mindset, that's amazing. Continue, stick with it. Month 1 tends to be a learning month, and month 2 and 3 is where you're really going to see the results and the weight change. It's an amazing weight loss program. If you are using Beachbody On Demand and you are following likely the container system, this is a system that I used for 2.5 years before I transitioned to 2B Mindset, which just came out, and I have nothing bad to say about it. In the beginning, it might seem a little overwhelming, but I want you to know any changes that you make in life, sometimes they're not going to be easy, but they are going to be worth it. So you're going to either have these cute little color-coded portion control containers, or you're going to have a meal plan that gives you food lists with the measurements. And what this nutritional program is going to do, it's going to help you zone in on the right portions. You're going to eat a very balanced day in terms of food, but you are going to make sure you're getting in the right portions. Because for me, when I started, I was like, yeah, I think I kind of eat healthy, but my portions were way off. So what I want you to do is when you pick your program that you're going to be doing on Beachbody On Demand and your workouts, you need to go into the program materials section. So say you are starting with 21 Day Fix Extreme or 21 Day Fix. When you go into 21 Day Fix on Beachbody On Demand, you're going to see a button that says Program Materials. And under that button, you're going to find a lot of information that you need to go through. Here's where you're going to find your quick start guide that's going to tell you about the program. You're also going to find your food lists, which break down which foods go in what containers. And you're going to find the full nutritional guide. Now, guys, do the nutritional side of it. Just commit one round of whatever program you're doing to the nutrition. You can do the workout programs with 2B Mindset 110%, but you can also use the nutritional program that came with that program. So with that workout. So take the time to figure out your calorie needs. There's going to be a calculation in the program materials. It's going to ask you how much do you weigh? How active are you? It's going to tell you which plan you fall into for nutrition. And here's what I'm going to tell you because I get asked this all the time. It either goes one of two ways. well, actually, no, it's pretty much 90% of the people that actually write out their containers and how much food they're going to be eating say, I think it's too much food. Should I drop to the next level down? And the answer is no. You were put in that level based on your current weight, based on your calorie needs that your body needs in order to do those workouts. So no, you do not need to drop down a calorie bracket. Stick with the plan that it put you in. You're going to find that you get to eat a lot of food. Even though it's based on portion sizes, you're going to have a lot of food to eat. You're going to feel full. You're going to feel satisfied. If you find you have cravings, use your Shakeology to crush those cravings. And I'm going to talk about that in the next unit. So just take the time, guys. It's going to take time to do a meal plan. And I'm going to show you how I write out my meal plans. So I just take a piece of paper. What I would suggest is get a notebook from the dollar store. And you can keep all of your meal plans, or if you're techie and you want to do it on your phone, you can do it on your phone. But just have one notebook for your meal plans. So that way you can go back and reuse previous meal plans. So along the top, I write out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Draw a line, and I draw sections. This is really messy, but you'll get the point. So this is what I do. I always suggest to my brand new clients, keep it simple. Keep it simple. You do not want to come into this and try to make like gourmet meals and then be overwhelmed with your food. So for me, I keep all of my breakfasts the same throughout the whole week. And I keep my snacks. So my morning snack, if you're following the container program, I keep my morning snack and my afternoon snacks the same through the whole week. It's just easy for meal planning. And a lot of times what I do is I'll make like mason jar salads or a big stir fry or something, and my lunches might even stay the same throughout the whole week. And then all I have to worry about is figuring out dinner. I can't imagine going to the grocery store on a Sunday and going shopping without having my meal plan created now. Because when you create this meal plan, you're going to know exactly what to put on your grocery list, and you're going to head to the grocery store buying only what you need. How many times has it come to being a Sunday and you have to throw out food in your fridge because you didn't eat it because you bought it and thought maybe it's something you might like? Go to the grocery store, eat before you go, or have your shake before you go so you're not hungry. You're primarily going to stick to the perimeter of the grocery store. So fresh fruit, produce, your meats, get frozen veggies, get frozen cauliflower rice, get all of that fun stuff. And then when you walk through the aisles, maybe you want a can of tuna, maybe you want some whole grain pasta, maybe you need some beans because you're gonna make I don't know what, or quinoa or brown rice. But just keep your meals simple. And when you're doing the container system in the beginning, for dinners, just keep it like a meat, a protein, a carb, and a veggie, or whatever your containers allow. And a lot of times when people start, they feel like they have to make a bunch of different meals for their family. It does not have to be that way. If you were having a roast with potatoes and carrots, like that's a container system meal. You can have your protein, your potatoes in your yellow container, and your green is your veggies. I have 2 boys. Yes, they don't always eat what we eat at dinner, and that's okay. I always have some nitrate-free deli meat in the fridge, hard-boiled eggs. They prefer raw veggies over cooked anyway, so I keep those all in Tupperware containers, and they would prefer that supper over a supper that we were eating anyway. And you'll be surprised. They'll start to benefit from what you're eating, and they'll start to see what mom and dad are doing, and that might rub off on them. So nutrition is a really important key, guys. If you're struggling, if you have questions, whether it be with 2B Mindset or with the container systems, please reach out to your coach, post in the group, share your meal plan. If you take the time, when I made my very first meal plan with my program, it took me 3 hours. I couldn't wrap my head around it. It was like putting a puzzle together, trying to get my containers in, figuring out what meals they go with. It gets easier. I could do one now in 15 minutes. I can go back through my book and look at old meal plans and be like, oh, right, I haven't had that in a long time, and I can put it on the meal plan for this week. A couple things you might want to consider is start eating spaghetti squash. It's great for pasta nights. I make the boys regular noodles, but my husband and I have spaghetti squash, and we put our tomato sauce in it and our chicken or ground beef. Cauliflower rice is huge. It's such a great staple in our house. We eat that weekly as well. So those are just two things that are really, really great. So if you have questions, please comment. But I know while you wait for yourself to get your pack in the mail, you can log on to Beachbody On Demand. Go to program materials and read through the nutritional programs. Also, to help you with the container system, there's on Beachbody On Demand, there's something called Portion Fix. You can go to the Portion Fix, I think it's called Portion Fix. You can go to the Portion Fix program, and there's like the Containers 101. There's a whole cooking show. There's a recipe booklet of over 200 recipes. So lots of value and tips there for you to, it's called the Fixate. Sorry, go to Fixate on Beachbody On Demand and scroll through there. You'll get lots of meal ideas. They will explain the container system, and they'll take you through your pantry and everything like that. So if you have questions, comment on this or tag your coach, and just take the time to do your meal plan. I usually start in the beginning. When it took me longer, I would start on a Friday night, and then I would do my grocery shopping on a Sunday morning, and right when I get home, I would prep some food. So prepare food for the week, so that way if you're in a rush, you're not grabbing the junk. You are eating the food that you already have prepared. Go through your pantry and clean out the junk. For me, if there's chips in the house, if there's cookies in the house, I will eat them. If they are not here, I cannot be tempted by them. So out of sight, out of mind. Last tip for nutrition. Do a midway checkpoint on Thursdays. I find that's a really good time for you to kind of look at what you have in the fridge, because I basically only meal plan for Monday to Friday because I have more time on Saturdays and Sundays. So do a midweek checkpoint, maybe on Thursdays, and say like, okay, do I have enough like quick snack options or food to get me through the weekend? Because a lot of times you don't. And then what happens on the weekend, life gets busy, you're maybe running errands, you're out to see friends, and you stop and get takeout. So have a midweek checkpoint, just look, see if you need to pick anything up at the grocery store, do that, and make sure you just have some healthy options on the weekend. And that's it. I hope you guys found this helpful.